This is the 2021 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment number 1, Dropkavike Nate Pale Ale. Thank you to our sponsors, Imperial Yeast, 5 Star Chemicals, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewing America, all stainless steel mash paddle sponsors. Also Hopsteiner and Yakima Chief Hops. Get brewing.
Hey guys, Matt here at Brewery. I'm going to do another review. This is from the Brewtubers Dropkavike Nate Yeast Experiment, hub number 1. I still have a little bit left of the control. This is the USO5. I figured I'd do 2 today. And I want to go ahead and get into another one while I still have some of the authentic DKN from Nate Pico. This is also Nate's. This is his entry. This was him using the Krispy from Escarpment Labs. So that's the yeast that he used. It's a clean lager-like yeast. And he fermented this one at 85 degrees. So the other information is the same. I believe he did a double batch and just split the batch and used USO5 for the control in one part of it and put his Krispy in the other. So the numbers are going to be pretty similar here. Pretty much, he used 1.5 tablespoons of the Krispy in this, brewed on 410, kegged on 420, and bottled on 516. He uses his propane kegel cooler setup. He mashed at 150. The match pH was 5.5. He had a pre-boil gravity of 1048, whirlpool for 30 minutes at 170. And had an OG of 1051, fermented at 85. Let's see here. So dry hopped for 5 days at 68 degrees, cold crashed for 3 days at 35, ended up at 1014 on this one. Force carbonated at 25 psi for, looks like for 2 days, and he served it at 15 psi. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Nice hiss on that. Shout out to one of our newest sponsors, Brewing America. This is the muffin top glass. I have a few of these. I love these glasses. They serve well. It's looking like they got some good carbonation on this. Just gonna leave the last little bit of that behind. Look at that. Nice frothy head on that. It's cloudy. It's certainly not as clear as the control. USO5 definitely cleaned up real nice. It's got a very similar color. It's just cloudy. So the yeast didn't really change the color too much. I know that can happen, but in this case it looks pretty similar. So as you remember from the control, since I have it here, I might as well. You get a lot of the characteristics you expect out of a DKN. You get the passion fruit, the juicy fruit, bubblegum, maybe a little bit of pear. Out of the aroma, some of that as well in the taste. Hops come straight through. It's very bright. It's very nice. It's a really nice, authentic DKN from Nate Pico. Thank you, sir. All right, so here's Krispy. Oh yeah, you get a very nice hop presence out of the aroma there as well. Probably getting a lot of the characteristics I expect to get out of the Eldorado and the Galaxy there. It's very, very present. There's no problem there. No, it does kind of smell like a standard DKN actually. It's very similar. Now this was just freshly poured, so maybe that's why I'm getting a little bit, the aroma is a little bit sharper, I guess. I don't want to say sharp, but it's not really a sharpness. It's very good hop presence. Probably way to put it. Let's see what we got. Cheers. Got a little bit different of a spin on that. maybe a little bit sweeter, I guess, maybe the best way to put it. I'm real bad with descriptors. I would say that, and I don't want to use the word, and I don't really want to use that word sharpness, but you know, the hops in this are more pronounced. They're more, I mean, hell, I might as well use the word sharp, because it's the only word I can come up with. They're right there. They hit you. It's got a good bitterness to it. Whereas this one, you're not really getting much of the bitterness from it. The hops are certainly there, and you can definitely taste the, you know, I'm not probably getting as much of that juicy fruit bubblegum kind of in the taste. I'm still getting a little bit of the passion fruit, and I'm still getting a little bit of that maybe that sort of like pear characteristic that can come from the El Dorado, but it's not as sharp. It's definitely not as bitter. It's certainly there. But I could see why Krispy is supposed to be a sort of like clean lager like yeast. You definitely get that from this. This is probably, I don't think he actually lagered it. I think he did everything the same as what we've been doing with all of these. So we're all doing the same thing when we're brewing this beer, same practice. But yeah, I guess this is what you would end up with if you wanted to do a lagered DKN. Now this wasn't lagered, I don't think, but it's definitely a little bit cleaner, a little bit sort of more lawnmower-like, more refreshing, I guess, is maybe the best way to put that. But it's very nice, just as nice. You can still tell it's a DKN. Still has those characteristics from it, all, you know, same sort of flavor profile from it, but it's just ever so slightly shifted, you know, into something a little bit cleaner. Interesting, very nice. Well, thank you, Nate. I look forward to digging into the others. Again, a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. I just want to say again, you know, thank you to Beer and Wine Hobby for putting together all of our ingredients and sending them out to all of us. Thank you to Hopsteiner and Yakima Chief for giving us a shit ton of hops. I have more than I know what to deal with for a while. Big thank you to 5 Star Chemicals for keeping all of our equipment clean and sanitary for Brew Day. And again, to Brewing America, our newest sponsor, for, you know, they have a lot of good things. I know some folks in the Brewtubers have did some splurging lately and got some nice hydrometers. So those look pretty fancy. I love these muffin top glasses. I got 4 of these. So so thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to everybody that is participating in this experiment, and I look forward to digging into the others. So until then, go out double-fisted. Everybody have a nice night. Take care. Love me some DKN.